We have now come to the second part of the set of notes, which is about compound interest. Okay, so I mentioned at the start that you need to learn how to use this particular formula. A equals to P bracket 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. This is where the indices part comes into the whole play, the whole topic. So let's come back here now. Let's use the example that we had at the start of someone lending another bro money, but let's use compound interest instead of simple interest. So in compound interest, we still use the percentage for the first year. So for instance, 5% of $10,000, right? So it's 5% of 10,000. It's still $500. So this is for the first year. And so the amount of money owed after the first year is still the same, 10,500, no change. But in the second year, at the start of the second year, or rather at the end of the second year, the interest used is the interest that was compounded at the start of the year. So instead of using $10,000, we're now using $10,500, right? So it means they've started the year new and they've used whatever is owed as the new principal. So it's no longer 10,000, it's 10,500. So the interest that we're going to apply on 5%, the interest stays the same, but it's the principal now that's going to change. And that principal causes the interest to become $525. So now the total amount is going to be, well, remember, initially it was 10,000, right? Then we have 500, and then we have another 525. So it's going to be 11025. Now the total amount owed at the second year is 11025. Okay, so if we compare to the simple interest case, that was it's more expensive by $25, right? Because simple interest was 11,000. Sorry, it's this thing compared to SI. All right, it's now 11,000. It was originally 11,000, and now it's $11,025. So you can imagine for the third year, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to now use $11,025, and we're going to have 5% of $11,025, and that's $551.25. Okay, so again, definitely more than $500. So the total amount now is going to be, I'm just going to add the original, the total amount at the second year, at the end of second year, plus 551.25. That is going to give me 1,156.25. Okay, so remember, this is compared to versus 1,500 that was for simple interest, right? So between the two, I would have to pay an extra $76.25, right? So we can see that, okay, okay, but there's going to be a new formula that we're going to learn, and it's going to be in the next video.